Hey everybody, and happy Friday. This is Queen of Light 1111 here with your Friday energy check-in. So we have the new moon in Virgo coming in on Saturday, depending on where you are. So I wanted to take a look at what is, divine masculine and feminine's energy towards each other. Where is the connection? And then I wanted to take a look at how this moon is going to affect masculine and feminine as related to each other, and how will it affect their connection. So let's go ahead and get started. Now remember, I have a double sale going on through today only. I've been running it all week. And so only through today at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time can you book the Twin Flame Energy Check-in video reading or the what is supporting and challenging your union video reading at a sale price. Those two readings specifically are on sale only through today, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So let's go ahead and get started with the bottom of the deck for the energies here about what is the energy today. Okay, what energy are masculine and feminine in today as related to each other, and then what's going on with the connection. We have this challenge card of fear. So there's a lot of fear right now that is impacting, masculine and feminine. There's a lot of fear that may even be in the collective energies, right? This is a collective reading. And so when this card comes out, it seems that there is a part of masculine and feminine. There's fear about, what's happening right now. For feminine specifically, it's fear about moving forward, right? Are they going to be able to move forward, or are they going to be in this energy of continued deception and, things not being right? So divine feminine is in this energy. She's like, I fear that we're never going to move forward. I fear that my masculine will continue to operate in deception, in trickery, and just be, cunning or interested in himself. This is her fear, right? Masculine's fear about his feminine is that he's walking away from victory. 8 of Cups and the trophy card. He's in this energy that he fears that he's walking away, that feminine is walking away, right, from success. So his energy is like, shit, she's going to leave, she's going to move on. And her energy is like, we're never going to move forward, right? Isn't that interesting? So there's this energy here of like, one wants to move forward, one's scared about somebody walking away. Well, we're still not going anywhere. We're going back and forth. So this biggest fear right now for feminine is, are we ever going to be able to move forward? For masculine is, I fear her walking away from success, okay, from a victory in our connection. And for the connection, the fear here is the union, 4 of Wands, that the union has boundaries around it, that the union may not be stable, that the union, may not be ready. So there's a lot of fear. These fears that we can't move forward, fears that we're walking away, is creating restrictions to the union. So let's go ahead and take a look at the energy here for divine feminine. So what's her energy towards her masculine? Sacred sexuality. Very interesting card to have come up for divine feminine. So the sacred sexuality is this energy of, experiencing heaven and earth with the physical body. Okay. It's like when you are with a partner who you are so energetically and divinely aligned with, that intimacy and sexuality creates this portal and connection to heaven and earth. And so it's this energy here where she's feeling very connected to her masculine physically and through her sacral chakra. Okay? This is what sexuality is intended to be. It is this energy of this complete immersion of these beautiful souls, 6 of Cups. So she's in this energy where the way that she's experiencing masculine is that there is this fear that she's never going to experience this sort of intimacy, sexuality, and like heaven energy with anyone else, right? That's the fear. The fear here is that, she's experienced this with masculine. He is a soul connection. It was a majestic energy. But if he still stays in ego and doesn't overcome the things that are going on in his journey, that there's this fear that we might not ever be able to move forward. So what is divine masculine's energy towards his feminine? You can't make this up. Look at this. Goddess of love. Goddess of love. This card specifically talks about sacred sexuality when it comes up. Also, it's a number 11 card. So goddess of love, it's called Hathor, okay? So this card is all about the energy of love. It's all about this energy of this liberated feminine who has this insatiable appetite for all things in life. This is a feminine who's not repressed, who's not stripped of her power. So when he is in his energy towards his feminine, he sees his feminine free in her power, that she knows how to express her sexuality, her intimacy, her love, and she's not ashamed of it. She's not ashamed of how she feels. She's able to tap into her senses. She's able to make love not only to him, but with life itself. So when he is experiencing her, his energy towards her is like, I have this goddess of love. 3 of Swords. I am heartbroken. I have betrayed this love. I have lost this love. And I'm realizing that as I'm standing here, sitting in the Emperor energy. So it really feels to me that this divine masculine is really trying to embrace his masculinity, embrace his energy of power, embrace the energy of stepping in to this King of Fire, divine masculine energy. But there is this energy here where he knows that he has broken her heart, that he has betrayed her, and that they're both grieving because he was not in his power. So there's a lot of fear here that he's lost this goddess of love. So what is the energy of the connection? We have Kuan Yin. So Kuan Yin truly shows up, goddess of nurturing, when we need to really nurture and heal our fears. Okay, get into this energy of no longer being anxious anymore. So Kuan Yin shows up in the connective energy, which is all about this energy of nurturing the feminine, nurturing your emotions, right? There's this energy of, nurturing the feminine within ourselves, and that's for masculine. He's nurturing the feminine energy within himself. So there is an energy where, we're nurturing and we're trying to heal our fears, right? There's this energy here, that we may have rejected each other because we were at opposite ends. We were at polar opposite ends, good or bad, love or fear. And so it's this time to really try to bring some sort of stability. So there is this pause. We are nurturing ourselves through this pause in this connection for a new beginning. So it really feels like there's a lot of fear energy in the collective right now. For feminine, it's the fear that we're not going to be able to move forward. I felt this strong connection with my masculine, right? I was in my heart. I was in my sacred energy, but this pride and ego and self-esteem and these fears are really preventing us from moving forward. For masculine, it's the energy of fear of walking away from, the most successful relationship he could have had, or the fear that feminine will truly forever walk away. And this fear is that, I had this goddess of love. I betrayed her. I walked away from her because I was in this energy of not being in my power. So how is the new moon going to affect masculine, feminine, and the connection? We have the energy of what do you need to release? And I will say that what do you need to release? That's the energy of fear. Okay? What do you need to release? You need to release your fears. You need to release your anxieties. So it's very much this energy of, moving forward on your own personal journeys without this resistance, without this anxiety. It's about releasing that emotional baggage and going within, maybe meditating, maybe doing yoga, right? And then maybe you'll get that clarity. So for feminine, what do you need to release? You need to release this energy that, I don't know if we're going to move forward because he's still a trickster. He's still cunning. You need to release this energy of walking away from victory, walking away from success, masculine. You've got to stop thinking that, oh, okay, I'm walking away from success. How about don't walk away? And what do we need to release? We need to release this idea of union right now, and that there are restrictions around our union. So let's go ahead and take a look at Divine Feminine. What's going to shift for Divine Feminine? Surrender to the divine. She has to surrender. She knows this. Queen of Swords. She has to surrender this connection to the divine. She must. Okay, so if there's any thoughts about union, if there's any thoughts of this energy of, is he going to walk away? Is he not going to walk away? Is he still here? Is he still doing that? Is he still a trickster? Blah, blah, blah. You've got to release that. It is time to surrender to the divine. It's time to stand in your wisdom, in your logic, and let go of the past and move on. Move towards your own prosperity. What about Divine Masculine? What will shift with him? Have faith in your dreams. So this energy here is, he's too worried about, oh my God, she's walked away. I've walked away. We've walked away from success. He needs to start having more faith in his dreams. He needs to have more faith in what he wants. He needs to have more faith in his wishes. So this energy is about faith and trust. Faith and trust in spirit, faith and trust in himself. It's this energy of, just because I can't see something happening doesn't mean that it's not going to. It's also about digging deeper to come into your courageousness. So we're seeing that right now what's going to shift with him, he's restless. He's restless. He's observing. He's stuck in this energy of just observation around reconciliation, around love, around union. He needs to start having more faith instead of just sitting in this page energy and thinking about it and observing it. He needs to get in the energy of being more open and loving and expressive. How will the connection shift? Work through your fears. A lot of fear energy showing up in today's reading. There's a lot of fears. This is that dark, your shadow energy coming in. And you guys have to really try to take control of that. It's time to move on from obsessive thoughts and feelings. It's time to move on from jealousy. It's time to release any paranoia. Okay? And there will be victory. Victory over your fears. So how will the connection shift? We will have victory over our fears if we stay fluid, if we stay in the energy of managing our emotions, our thoughts, and our paranoia. There will be victory over this very first card that we started with. So maybe things are coming up to the surface right now. There's a lot of fears coming up to the surface right now. This is never going to happen. This is never going to happen. He's like, I'm walking away. She's walked away. We're never going to have this success again. There's this energy of, he's, we're not going to move forward. She's walked away. And then it blocks the union. So what's going to shift is in the new moon in Virgo on Saturday, Feminine's like, I got to give it to God. I've got to give it to the universe. Any prosperity, anything that will come, I've got to give it to God. And masculine's in this energy of, I got to figure out how to express myself. I've got to start having more trust and faith in myself and in my dreams. Just because I can't see this happening doesn't mean that it can't be successful. And what does that do? This shift creates victory over fears. These fears will no longer impact this union anymore. You gotta release it, people. Release your fears. Don't forget, if you want to book your own personal reading, coaching session, or healing session, go to queenoflight1111.com and take advantage of those sales through 5 p.m. today, Pacific Standard Time. Bye.